All right, you know what it is, man. This one here is about Rick Ross, a.k.a. Ricky Rose. He fires back at Drake for saying that he got more money, than Rose. And then, of course, they bring, Birdman in it. You know what I mean? Birdman. I like Birdman. Brrr, brrr. Did I do it right? Gunshots, gunshots, gunshots. Let's start this off, man. Hit the subscribe button, like, share, all that real quick while I'm getting this thing started. All right? All right. You know what it is. This right here, man, I just wanted to weigh in. So I left myself off for a minute. I just wanted to weigh in on this Rick Ross, versus Drake joint. All right. Let's talk. All right. Let's talk about it and see where we at real quick. Now, right, this joint here is about Rick Ross, right? He made a joint that y'all need to hear and I want y'all to hear because this is how we used to battle, right? So we're going to ride right now. We're going to ride. We're going to ride like we on 8th Avenue back in the days. And, we got all the players out there. Kevin Childs, AZ, Peter Shue, D Nice. You know what I mean? Gangsta Lou. We all out there. We talking out trash, right? Big Lou Sims. Everybody out there. Farish. I can just keep throwing names in. I know I said Peter Shue, but you got to give him his props and a round of applause. All right, check, right? Relax, man, relax. Yo, look these people up that I just mentioned, right? Now, this the way we all used to kick it, because we all getting money, ain't nobody trying to kill each other, we just having fun and we stunting on each other, and that's why I like Birdman, As a matter of fact, that's why I love Birdman, let me say that, right? But Rick Ross, he got him on this one. Rick Ross got him on this one, right? He got him and Drake. Ross, I want to let y'all know, is a straight gangster. I respect Ross 100%. I give Ross a good stamp, a big stamp. I know y'all talk about he was a correction officer. I was in prison for 26 years. Correction officers looked out for me. Every correction officer wasn't an asshole. You understand what I'm saying? If they on some asshole time, then they cops. If they for the people, you understand? If they for the people, I'm talking about bringing the cell phones that y'all get to see these YouTube videos and the smoke and, and if they for the people on the inside, you understand? Then now, we don't look at them as cops, but they still cops. You understand? Let's get that right. But they don't get a label or as a cop. You understand what I'm saying? They one of us because as soon as the cops catch them, they're going to turn them in, they're going to get locked up, say they was never a cop. They were just wearing a cop's uniform, So you don't know what type of, correction officer Rick Ross was. Let somebody come out and say Rick Ross did this and he wrote him up for a knife and he wrote him up for this and he's the only one that found there wasn't nobody there with him the whole nine and his name is on the ticket. That's how you get that. Until then, I'm going to give Rick Ross his props, and a round of applause. And a round of applause. I'm a round of applause. Relax. Rick Ross, calm down, man. Let me finish the joint, please. Now, Rick Ross, the way he handled himself, right? Rick Ross, he said to Drake, right? He said, you let your biggest homie Birdman house go into foreclosure. You know how embarrassing that is? This is the number one stunner. This is Birdman. You got to give him his props. Not taking nothing from him. I'm just painting a picture so y'all understand this. This is who I looked up to. He the first one that I seen with a helicopter with Lil Wayne, Jeezy, BG, and, what's the other one, Turk, you know what I mean? And of course, Manny Fresh with the beats. I seen him on the Source magazine 1996 or 1997 when I was in 80X Supermax Underground serving my time 5 years consecutive. Solitary confinement in a cell for 23 hours a day for 5 years. I got the magazine in and I seen them doing their thing and right there my heart warmed. I was like, oh, these is representing. Then, that was the time, right? Yeah, it was 96. Yeah, it was 96. The reason I know it was 96, right? Because we ride. This is how we do it over here. We ride. Now, I know it's 96 because that's when the Tupac and Biggie thing was going on. All that was the same, little time because they was asking, who got the most money, Tupac or Biggie. This the conversations they was having in ADX. Dude locked up, got for the rest of his life, and he in the worst prison that the, United States have to offer, and he's worrying about who got the most money between Tupac and Biggie Small. Who gives a crap, my nigga? This is what I would tell them, and they look at me like I'm crazy. I'm telling you, man, Biggie got more. Another one, Tupac got more. Man, come on, dog. Like, where we really going with that? But that's when they be like, Biggie, all the cars Tupac driving, they Suge's car, they in Suge name. That joint that Biggie had on the cover with Faith in the Source magazine 2 months ago, back in 95, 96, whatever, that wasn't Biggie's car. The money that he had in his hand, that's not his money. Puffy let him hold the money. He took it out the bank on the loan and show. And it's the conversation having. Some dudes is saying, straight up, these dudes getting that money. They got that money. That's all it is. And it led to physical fights in the joint. But by Rick Ross saying that Drake let his biggest homie's house go in foreclosure, that's the ultimate disrespect. Because, see, we raise our youngins, right? Well, we're part of the street, and we know Birdman a part of the street, right? And we know that Rick Ross part of the street because my man Kenneth Booby Williams, big shout out to Booby for the Booby boys down there in, Plex and Ball, That's how we do, right? So now, they sitting there and they getting this money and you put your man on. When you put your man on, that's so that he could get bigger than you, more money than you, more powerful than you, so you could eventually fade away into the dust and you have a man of power in position to look out for you. That's why you look out for someone. See the game that I'm giving you? You don't just look out because you like them. You look out for how it benefits you. And for those of you rat bastards that don't like me saying benefit, I'm going to say it even more to piss the rat bastards off. For those of you that you use, because we all use each other. Yes, we all use each other. You use your girl for love. You use your girl, for companion. And your girl use you for the same thing. You understand? That's why she's with you. That's how you use someone. You using me to get my affection because something is missing in your life. So now you're using me for my affection. Say, okay, well, my spirits are down too. And I can also use you to lift mine. So let's come into this union, this commitment that the Europeans labeled boyfriend and girlfriend, But it's really just a spiritual connection. And that's it. But anyway, right? Because now, like I said, Rick Ross said that Drake let his biggest homie lose the house because if he got more money than Rick Ross said, go buy that 48, go buy that $40 million mansion on Star Island, for Birdman. Or go buy the $50 million dollar mansion, from the other joint, Indian Creek, for Birdman. Help your big homie out. Your big homie put you in a position to be who you are, and now you got millions. So now you're supposed to give back to the ones that fed you on the way up the ladder. This is just an unspoken rule like no ratting, no telling. You come up, you give a helping hand up. You understand what I'm saying? And those that put you up, they could always come to you. That's why I respect Eminem. I'm going to say a few rappers in what I respect about them. Because like Eminem said straight up, if 50 needed 20 million, I would give it to him. Because 50's the one that put him on. That's some real shit, even though that's a European. Just so you understand. 'Cause I don't know where y'all at with don't use the N-word. Somebody put something stupid in the comment about, I told Gene Deal not to use the F word, but I was using the N-word. These Europeans made the N-word, something, nasty to you. When this is something that we did for like a term of engagement. Endearment. You know what I mean? As far as, you're happy to see somebody and whatever you say, yo, what up, my nigga? You know what I mean? But now they said it was degrading, and they bring it up. It's been degrading from they created it back in slavery when they called us niggers. You know what I mean? It's been degrading. We know it was degrading. Let's stop it. You know? But what they did is, being that, I sat back, I watched this from this prison cell. Let me ride. Let me ride. I watched this from in the back of a prison cell. What they did is, they said certain Europeans, right? Meaning people, was using the N-word. And they'd be like, nah, you can't use that because blah, blah, blah. And they said that white people couldn't use it. Remember when y'all went through that little struggle out here? You know what I mean? In America, when you was fighting over who could use the N-word because a white person shouldn't be able to do this, or if a white girl say, you know, the N-word, that it was a problem. And if a white, you know, a man, you know, young man said the N-word, it was a problem. And it was all over the news. Our slang. Now they're trying to shape us, which they did, and I'm going to show you how they did that. So what they did is they said, okay, if we can't use it, you can't either. And y'all was so blinded that you didn't see what they was doing. They took your term of endearment, you know, out of your community by trying to mix the civilian community with the hood community. Because the hoods is the ones that say, my nigga. You understand? Not the working class. But the working class used it. They sounded corny doing it. And being that hood dudes called them out on using it, then they said, okay, well, if we ain't allowed to say it because we ain't saying it right, or we ain't the right color to say it, or whatever you want to call it, we're going to take it out your vocabulary because we control you niggas. And then they ran around and said, we're going to, you know, give a funeral to the N-word. Nah, my nigga, it's always going to be living. I know a lot of people don't like me saying this, but I'm just saying, this is how, you know, they talk on the street. I was a part of the street. That's the vocabulary and the story. Don't come from your civilian word and try and interpret what our terms of endearment mean. And that's the problem that we had with the N-word. I'm going to leave it there for y'all rat bastards to attack me in the comments. I just want to give y'all something to talk about, being that y'all bored right now. Right? None of my friends' houses, Rick Ross said, went into foreclosure. And he went off and off and on. And he kept going on, you know, on Drizzy, right? He said also that old ass jet you got is a 1973. Ross told Drizzy, that jet that you telling females you got your own private jet. He said that old private jet that you got is a 1973 cargo plane that was given to you for promotion. And that billion streams you'll be getting on your songs, because your songs are fire. Love your songs. Your songs are fire, Drake. You know, Drake, you get a round of applause too. You know, Drake, Birdman, Rose, all the players get a round of applause. All right. Relax, man. Relax. All the players get a round of applause, man. All the players get a round of applause because they all playing their position. Birdman raised Drake. Drake is his pistol. A damn good pistol to have that I would love to have created. Birdman, you did your thing with Drake, and you get another round of applause. Damn it, I give Birdman a round of applause all day, man. All right, relax. But Birdman, no disrespect, right? And Rick Ross, no disrespect. The way I see it is, Birdman is like a laid back Kevin Childs, and Rick Ross is like a hyped up Unique, right? Me and Kevin Childs couldn't get in an argument because he's too laid back, because y'all know what I'm talking about. He on some fly guy laid back. He the man. That's Kevin Childs. You all right? You know, that's his swag. You know? And that's Birdman, the way he's been moving. And he let his money talk for him the same way Kevin Childs let his money talk for him. You know? And then you got Rick Ross that, you know, is down in the gutter. You know what I mean? Still running with the dudes that's, you know, doing whatever. We ain't gonna say nothing because, you know, these rat bastards and everybody's on here now. Now, you know, so they down there doing all the dirt, and he's connected to that. So he's hearing the lingo, he's hearing the stories, he's hearing the compassion, he's hearing the empathy. You know what I mean? He's hearing everything from a hood perspective. You know, when I might be wrong, Way I see it is Birdman just laid back in his cut and let his 24 hours pass while Rick Ross go into the jungle to pass his. So he's going to run across lions, tigers, and bears and snakes. So he knows a little bit about everything. And the way he went at 50 Cent, I think he handled himself like a man. Y'all put in the comments who won between 50 Cent and Rose. Because he went up against 50 Cent when 50 Cent was the man. I mean, I'm in prison. Everybody on the outside was talking about 50 Cent. And Rose handling by himself. 50 went and got his baby mother. I remember she was on Smooth magazine. You know what I mean? Gold top, black shorts. I even remember it in my head because, you already know. But, that's where we was at, right? So you understand. Now, Rick Ross, right? He told this man, you let your big homie joint go into foreclosure. You got a 1973, cargo plane that you calling a jet, you know what I mean? He said to let all your friends know, right? And you. And he said he felt obligated to do that because if something happened to you in that old ass jet, as he called it, crashes, your ass is grass and so is your passengers. So he referred and wanted to give a message to you to let you know, put on your seatbelt. Make sure the oxygen mask work, you know what I mean? And everything else worked because that plane, Rick Ross says, was not made for humans. It was made for cargo. So that's where we at. That's the message from Rick Ross. Now, Rose said, nigga, your nose is fake. You understand what I'm saying? And, he told him his nose is fake and your stomach is fake and you don't write your own raps. Rick Ross be going hard, and he's a one-man army. Because now he brought Birdman in this. And Birdman got, Lil Wayne and the whole Cash Money behind him. And Rick Ross, goes at him as Rick Ross, not at Maybach. Not as Maybach, I noticed that. If I'm wrong, Ross, let me know. But I've always heard you say Rick Ross is going at 50. Rick Ross is now going at Drake. Not Maybach is going at him. And so, in other words, he's a general. He's handling his own business and he's going at the bosses because they're on his level. They're on his playing field, not the peons below that's doing the Twitter fingers and texting all the crap in the joints. So that's where he at, right? He said that his nose is fake and his stomach is fake and he don't write his own raps and that Drake got that jet for free. He said Drake got that jet for free. It was given to him for a promo. It's the old 1978 cargo jet. You know what I mean? And it was given to him for promotion, right? Now, he also said Drake and anyone that get on that joint better have on your seatbelt, like I said, and better have everything running. Now, he also, right, he said Stunner be wearing $20 jogging suits. Do y'all think Stunner wearing $20 jogging suits? Just asking a question. I don't know. I don't know what a $20 jogging suit look like. Stunner look damn good in his joints. Stunner is Stunner. I can't do that. But, but Rick Ross said he's wearing $20 jumpsuit, sweatsuit. So y'all put in the comments, let me know, man. Now, he even started singing, what happened to that crib? What happened to that crib? This is what he's telling Drake to make a song singing. After he done told Drake, if your money longer than Rose, a little 40, 50 million ain't gonna hurt you, go cop, your man Birdman a new crib being that he lost his. That's some big nigga shit. You can't get no bigger than that. He's on a level that a lot of y'all I know that went over your head. That man told him, if your money like that, go buy your man a new 40, 50 million mansion and let him know that, because I got your back, homie. Because that's what we do. I had dudes I was able to call and tell them, and dudes that I created that made the bag to get that far. I could call them and tell them, yo, let me get 20,000. You know what I mean? And they bring it like it was nothing. All right, where you at? Or where you gonna be at? Oh, you gonna pull up on me? I'm gonna pull up on you. Be like, nah, I'll beep you later. We had the beepers. And whenever you beeped him, he was ready. Period. And he gonna stop doing what he's doing to bring it because he remembers that you're the one that put him in a position to make the bag. Like Jadakiss said, I think it was on the Breakfast Club, that even though he felt he got a shitty deal with Diddy, and he got over on his masters and publishing and all that, and he got it back now after it's not worth what it was worth when it was popping. right? So Diddy done ate all that off it, and that's how he ran up to the billion, you know. So now he said that he still respect Diddy because Diddy's the one that gave him his opportunity to play his first song. That's some real nigga shit, Jadakiss said. That's how you know real niggas from the hood. You know what I mean? Because they know just what to say and how to say it. You know? Meaning you get with somebody, right? Let me break this down. Remember everybody was saying that, because we going to ride it. You know, I feel like riding with y'all right now. All right. You remember, right? And, you know, I ain't even hit my gunshots for the rat bastards yet. Get up out of here. Now, remember everybody with Tupac, right? Let's take Tupac. Tupac, everybody was saying, you know, was getting money. He was doing his thing, but it was Suge's money. And being that it was Suge money, they didn't have, so Tupac didn't have no money. So they were saying that Suge Cole robbed Tupac, and everybody was mad at Suge like everybody's mad at Diddy. But what y'all got to understand, that in the streets, it's a thing called the game is to be sold, not told. If you go up to somebody, let's use narcotics in this. If you go up to somebody on the street and they say that they want 250 grams, and you take them in an apartment and you sit them down and, you know, you putting the drugs on the scale, but they don't come look at the scale. They comfortable sitting down, trusting you, putting it up there. 9 times out of 10, you know, the little smaller workers, I wasn't into that, but you had the smaller workers that is gonna, you know, put 230 grams, 240 grams, so they can make the, you know, $20, you know, off of each gram that they short them. You know, so if a dude get an opportunity, he gonna do it. But it's his fault because he didn't get up and go look at the scale and pay attention to what's going on. The same way as Jada's fault for not paying attention to the contract, and he knew he should have, but he trusted Diddy because he came like a sheep in shiny armor with diamonds and pearls and platinum and rubies and Bentleys and everything else. You understand what I'm saying? So when he came like that, Jadakiss did what, you know, our human nature tells us to do, and he trusted Diddy. And Diddy did what, you know, our greed, you know, and our street instincts, our grimy street instincts tell us to do. And he said, oh, he don't know me. Put that I'm going to own the Masters. No, he didn't say nothing about that. I even told him verbally. Oh, but he don't know what a Masters is and the value of a Masters. So blah, blah, blah. See, he said, okay, I'm going to publish it. And then now Diddy got it off. And then here it is, Jada wake up and said, damn, he robbed me. But Jada has evolved into a bigger nigga because he know that even though he got over on him, because he didn't rob him, didn't use a pistol, he didn't strong on him, you know. Even though he got over on him, he got a blessing because he played his song to get him out there, to put him on the joint, to make him become who he is today. So everything is owed to the song and the person that took the song to him, but that's the same person that robbed them, as you would say. But I say got over on them. That's why we had that song back in the day. Over like a fat rat. This how Diddy was doing when he got over on them niggas. Over like a fat rat. You know what I mean? Because that's what they do. If a dude get a chance to get over, he gonna get over. That's what hustling was. You know, on the street, everybody around you's a hustler. Everybody say, oh, you know, the civilians jump in. Oh, there's no honor amongst thieves. There's no this, there's no that. No, it's no that. There's no this and there's no that. No honor amongst thieves. We know who we are, and we trying to get over on each other, aka use each other. But y'all don't like me getting it to you that real. You know what I mean? That's why, you know, the Cash App is on the screen, man. Make sure you understand. You hit the logo when you go to the Cash App and make sure it says right there on the screen it was created in July 2020. 2020 only, July 2020. Now, but that's where we at. So that's where they was at as far as Biggie and Tupac. They are out there and everybody's looking at them and each one is running with each other and making their own moves and the way they moving, because Diddy and them was just into the partying over here, you know, in the New York. And then you had in Cali that, you know, Suge and all the gangbangers was coming through the studio and they was mixing with the real niggas, where Diddy and them, they was still controlling their circle. But Suge opened up his circle and allowed anybody to come in. And that's what you call a real nigga. Because he's giving anybody that comes in an opportunity to make a bag. Real nigga. Like everybody's saying bring down Puff, right? All right, let me just give you a scenario. Now, bring down Puff, that means he lose the empire and we lose jobs in the economy. God forbid they bring Diddy down and they start closing Sean John and closing this and closing that he's associated with. He's associated with a lot of things. It's gonna close jobs. But when the feds come in something like that, especially they bring in a dude, Brandon Paul, in with the drugs, that means they coming in for a forfeiture. Forfeiture means they can take the whole billion, you know what I mean, and go buy a new rocket ship or something, you know what I mean? But that's what it is, man. I'm up here long enough, just wanted to let you know, when you make it, man, listen. When somebody help you and you make it, you always reach back and look back to them and never forget the ones that put you there. See, that's the problem that, the issue that I see that, Finesse 2 times and Honeycomb Brazy's having. Brazy, real nigga from the street, feeling his heart, man, I done did this, put him on, so I know when I get out, I'm gonna be good. Then when he come out, dude said, dude, I don't know you, I did that on my own. You know what that feel like to a street nigga? No disrespect, not encouraging nothing, but that's what you call death before, dishonor. And that's where that's at, man. And I've been on here long enough. Make sure you cop the book of Raw in Harlem. All right? Cop the book of Raw in Harlem. All right? At rawinharlem.com. Like this video. Subscribe if you're not subscribed. And then subscribe again if you're not subscribed. And share this video. Let's get this popping. All right?
Cheers, cheers, toast the crime, toast the crime, the crime, the crime, the crime. What?
Fresh out the can of 26, yeah. He back on the strip, getting back in the mix. Yeah. What he mentions a gift. Rush. You stand up 10 toes down, and I suggest you pay attention to this. Real. Take a little gully posse and put it in Harlem. He cut from the bottom, came up from the bottom. Drop the book, you should go and get it. The Instagram page and the YouTube, you could go and visit. Yeah. Then you could consider yourself LinkedIn. Real. Sit front row and get Jews from a kingpin. How he went through it, so you ain't gotta go do it. To not pay attention would be stupid. Talking about a man that probably put your grandfather on. Probably the reason that him and your grams got along. A man that generated millions on the block, did his time, never squilling to the cops, Mecca audio. Get it live like 2 G's in the 90s. Drop top beamer so shiny. I let shorty go, she was whining. Treat her like my past, she behind me. Spend a couple bands on the Dapper Dan. You be back again, getting green like a Packers fan. No cap, it's a roaring uptown. They be whoring uptown, Dominican bust downs. Now we on the positive, we got a lot to give. Now he trying to stop the kids from being inoperative. So take heed, homie, lend a ear. He started in uptown, he gon' finish dead. But now it ain't about selling drugs, buying cars. It's about buying property to make the community ours. So we can give back to the youth them. Cause they the truth them. And bless up to all the root men.